Welcome back to Pokemon FireRed. I'm just checking out this Chansey exhibit real quick. Anyways, let's go to the Fuchsia City Gym and stop wasting time. On the last episode, we didn't do like anything, so if you didn't miss it, it's not that big of a deal. On this episode, we're gonna tackle the Fuchsia City Gym, and by that I mean just the gym leader. I did all the gym trainers off screen. I mean, it's just the invisible wall gym. You can kind of tell where the walls are by where like the corners, like if you look at the corners, they sometimes have like white pixels on them, and that's how you can tell. And there are some preparations I need to make for this gym. So for some reason Snorlax can learn Psychic, which would give us a type advantage, but I had an even better strategy in mind. First things first, we're going to go to the berry pouch and give everyone Pecha Berries, or two people Pecha Berries, I guess, because we only have two. We'll give Vance one, and I think we're going to give... who else one? I think Rachel could use a Pecha Berry, why not? Okay, that's step one. Step two is TM Case, and we're going to teach Taunt. I have it on high authority that Koga probably has a muck, and I have fought a lot of mucks on Cycling Road, and they always know Minimize, so I'm going to teach Taunt. This is something I have never done in my entire history of playing Pokemon, but I actually think Taunt is going to be quite good, because it forces your opponent to use attacking moves, and so if I use that with Nicholas, we're going to force him into using, like, Sludge, and that's going to do, like, no damage. And third things third, I think the time has come. Victoria is about to get a Leaf Stone directly inserted into her forehead. So just, you know, we're pulling out all the stops on this fight. Now Charlie is the only not fully evolved member of the team, but that's fine. I just want Victoria to have a few more defenses for this fight if I need to switch her in case of an emergency. I don't think I'm ever going to switch her in because she has really bad type matchups against poison types, but it should be fine. And we're leading with Vance because Vance is extremely tanky. But overall, I'm feeling reasonably confident. I do think I am probably underleveled for this fight, but man... my experience with this gym was just like fight a trainer, go heal because they poisoned me, fight the trainer, go heal because they poisoned me, etc. Which was really obnoxious because there were like maybe 2 poison types in this entire gym. There was like a couple Arboks. Besides that, everyone had like Sand Slash and like Hypno. It's like, come on, man. There's so many poison types in this game. You think you could use a Tentacruel. You could use Nidoking, you could use Nidoqueen, maybe Nidorino or Nidorina. That's... okay, sure. I did expect that to one-shot, but I kind of was hoping it didn't because of, I was hoping that I would get him to use a Hyper Potion, maybe. Muck. Okay, this thing is going to know Minimize. I think because I have a Water type out, he's going to try and poison me. But I think switching in Nicholas is pretty safe. Please don't use Minimize. Please don't use Minimize. Okay. Alright. This might be awkward, but we're going to outspeed. We're going to taunt him. So that's where your stat gains end, I'm afraid. Come over here, mister. So now he's going to be forced to use, like, Sludge Bomb against me. Absolutely annihilated. Okay, we're just gonna dig this guy. I think we can get 2 digs off before Taunt wears off, at which point I will simply taunt him again. You know, I just realized I should have looked up how much PP Sludge has. I might be able to just struggle him to death. Or rather get... Taunt only lasts for okay. Well, you learn something new every day. I did not realize that Taunt only lasted for, oh, this is all going wrong, isn't it? You know what, we're working on the fly. So I guess if he misses with a Sludge, then I guess that resets his Taunt. And now we're kind of in this position where, yeah. I guess I should have used Thrash, that's really annoying. Okay. So does he have to... that's really interesting. I don't know, like I said, I've never used Taunt before, but, alright, here we go. Put this in the compilation of things I'm wrong about. We can thrash him real good here. I mean, it doesn't do much because of Acid Armor, but, you take what you can get. Okay. So ideally this knocks him down like a decent amount. Just kidding, we missed. And then we can maybe like finish him off with Surf. I'm not really concerned about his defenses getting high. I just don't want him to use a Hyper Potion on this guy. This is, I mean, he sure is a ninja master, this Koga. He uses evasiveness moves and high defenses. Okay. I feel confident we can switch out to... who are we switching out to? Let's switch out to... Vance. I don't think a Surf is going to kill from this range, unfortunately. But maybe we can knock him down. Vance did learn Bite, by the way, which is good, because Bite is special in this game, so we can make use of Vance's really good special attack. Yeah, I think I'm going to Bite, and then... maybe Surf kills from there? This is going to be a little suspicious. Also, we take quite a lot of damage from Sludge, because physical attack would be like... or physical defense, rather. Am I going to have to burn through a Hyper Potion here? I only have 1 Hyper Potion, you can't buy them at this point, sure. I use a Hyper Potion. Try to kill with Surf. If it misses too many times, I'll have to switch out to Rachel and bank on a Thunderbolt hitting from this range. So yeah, I mean, this Muck is just the worst thing ever. The rest of this team shouldn't be that bad, but this muck is truly atrocious, as you can see. Besides this, I think my play is just to, like, hope for a crit. Fetch a Berry doesn't do too much here. Yeah, I'm just gonna, like, try and surf him, and then if that doesn't work, switch out to Rachel and Thunderbolt. I'm really not that afraid of this guy. Please kill, please kill, please kill. That's... He's gonna Hyper Potion now. Okay. So what's the play against a Hyper Potion? Well, it's very simple, you see. We're going to send out Rachel, and Rachel is going to Thunderbolt and then paralyze him, and then suddenly it won't be that bad. Maybe we can crit with Nicholas's Dig. This thing might take a while to beat. This might be the first time I cut out part of a gym leader battle, because quite frankly, this is, quite ludicrous, I think. Here's the sick play. We Shockwave, and now we're just gonna have Nicholas crit a Dig. I think this is gonna work out really well. It's close. Alright, he's in a struggle phase. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you that this fight has been extremely messy, but the important thing is that we're doing it. He has another Hyper Potion. This is going to take absolutely forever. Alright, he's in his he's out of moves. We got him. Okay. That took maybe 10 minutes of just switching out and using moves. Now listen, here's the thing. You could say, and you can make a very, very accurate criticism of my character here and say, hey, couldn't you have just, like, switched out to a special attacker once he was out of sludges and therefore, you know, just kind of waited until he was out of sludges and then use, like, Surf or something to kill? And you're absolutely right. In fact, I did actually revive Vance with a revive, so he's at half health now. But, you know, I realized something. I realized, what's the point, right? I came in here with my taunt strategy, and I'm willing to admit that my taunt strategy was a little optimistic, okay? It wasn't my best idea, but I was just so sick of this muck minimizing and acid armoring, I needed to see him struggle himself to death. That's what I needed. I can't believe this guy is actually using the smokescreen strategy in 2023. I committed, okay? And it's a good thing this isn't a live stream, otherwise you all would have had to bear with it with me. Just know that I suffered alone, but at the same time I was relishing in the delight of watching this muck use moves that had no effect on him at all because his stats were simply too high. I was having a great time, and that's really all that matters. Anyways, this coughing is, like, not that big of a deal. I just wanted Charlie to get some experience because, quite frankly, I don't know, we're clearly underleveled for this fight, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. I am suddenly sick of the Kanto gym leader fight theme. Look at me, okay? I tried to set up a sunny day. I tried to be smart about it. It didn't work out. Tactical switch out to our big wall so we can tank this self-destruct. Just kidding. Sorry, Simon. I expected, I don't know what I expected. Alright, let's see what's going on here. So his last Pokemon should be a Weezing, which shouldn't have any kind of defensive-based moves. I mean, Weezing can learn Flamethrower, but this one's not going to have Flamethrower. Sunlight faded. How unfortunate. Let's just set it up again, I guess. Sludge, big whoop. Victoria has, I was going to say really good physical defense, but that appears to no longer be the case. Let's just, I don't know, let's send out Charlie and then we'll send out someone else if things get a little spooky. Actually, this guy probably shouldn't be able to touch Nicholas too much. I can't believe this is how I chose to start off the episode. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's heal up Nicholas. Nicholas won't be able to do that much to him, but at the same time, he can't do that much to Nicholas either, so it's a bit of a catch-22. That's not what a catch-22 is, man. And yes, I did set up the Sun and then consider sending in Vance, okay? Now we can't send in Vance because water-type moves do less damage. That's fine. I outspeed Weezing, I'll hit it with an Ember, I'll just burn him, and then it'll be fine. Don't worry about it, okay? So anyways, how are you guys doing? I'm overwhelmed with the quality of this fight, really. I don't... I should have just taught Roar. That was my first instinct, was to teach Roar to Vance and be like, oh, look, if he sets up too many minimizes, I can just switch him out. But no, I tried to be smart and set up taunts. But, at least I know how taunt works now, where it doesn't work, like, it doesn't notify you when the taunt wears off. And it also doesn't, work if you use Dig and then he misses an attack. But that's fine. I feel like 2 Thrashes will probably kill, and like I said, this thing isn't going to be able to touch Nicholas, so... The sun is still out, the birds are singing, the Weezings are wheezing. Don't look at the PP of all my moves, man. I ran out of so many moves PP trying to fight that muck. The sunlight is faded. How fitting for the end of this Weezing and the end of Koga. Listen, I beat this gym like 10 levels under... Okay, maybe not 10. Maybe like 5 levels under what I should have been, so I feel pretty satisfied with that. Have I proven the soul badge? I certainly feel like my soul has grown after that fight. The defense of my Pokemon raised, so we can use Surf outside of battle. Is that toxic? I'm never using toxic. Yeah. Oh boy, so, oh, did I mention Moonlight yet? We missed out on Moonlight by evolving Victoria into Vileplume. Which actually has really good synergy with Sunny Day, but I decided that I didn't care. Get me out of here, man. Like, here's the thing. I think, like, Rest is probably gonna go on Simon at some point as well. Like, if I want to heal, I'll just use a healing item and not, like, be a... I'm not gonna say scumbag. I'm not gonna, like, be cheap about it and just, like, spam Rest over and over again and be like, oh, I'm not spamming full restores. It's like, it's the same thing, so whatever. Yeah, please just heal my entire team. That was a rough fight. But we got past it, and honestly, I feel like my character has grown for the better. I've gained knowledge, okay? Listen, I made a mistake, and you guys get to reap the knowledge of knowing how taunt works, and also not having to watch 25 minutes of me trying to fight a muck because of my own ego prevents me from switching out into the tactically better option of Vance with Surf. So anyways, we're gonna go up here real quick. This guy, does he give the EXP share? I think he does. No way I had the 50 species come on EXP share, right? Nope. So the EXP share is a held item, splits EXP across 2 Pokemon, a large shining bird. Oh, there he is. So once you see these, like, you can see things with binoculars or in the zoo at Fuchsia, and that will put, like, they'll name the Pokemon in your Pokedex, but it doesn't really do much besides that. Hey, look, new route. So if you go along this route, it's a really long, winding path, and it will take you to either Lavender or Vermilion, depending on where you want to go. The way to Vermilion is blocked by a secondary Snorlax. I'm just showing this route off just so that I can, like, fight these trainers off screen. I don't want to fight trainers that we haven't, like, seen yet. But yeah, our next order of agenda lies in Saffron. I'm just going to switch in Rachel and have her deal with this. Rachel did not do anything in that fight, which I'm very sad about. So we're going to give her some time to shine here. Oh boy. How's everyone doing today? I just asked that. I'm just sorry, my brain is a little fried. Speaking of fried, thinking about eggs. Fried eggs, I don't really like, I don't know. I like scrambled eggs. Never really a big fan of, like, deviled eggs, boiled eggs, poached eggs. What's that thing where you, like, cut a little triangle into a piece of bread and you throw it on the pan and then crack an egg in that? I had that once, I liked it. But, listen, self-diagnosing, however you pronounce it. It's terrible for obvious reasons, so I'm not going to promote that on this channel to a young, impressionable audience. But I think I might have IBS, also known as irritable bowel syndrome. Sometimes I eat, like, a croissant, and then, like, 30 minutes later, I'm like, I am in pain and I need to use the bathroom. And this happens, like, relatively frequently. At some point, I thought I was lactose intolerant because it was usually, like, cereal or, like, some sort of cheese-based product I would eat and then be like, I need a bathroom. But now it's just, like, I don't know, it's just anything. Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes I go, like, 2 hours without eating, and then suddenly it's like, surprise, it's time to use the bathroom. It's like, oh, that's unfortunate. That's an oddish. Well, look, it's Victoria's little son, little stepson. There's the lore for you. You can update the tube wiki. So I'm just going, man. I'm not fighting any of these guys on camera. I just want to, like, show off the secondary Snorlax and then go back to Vermilion. I'm now realizing I forgot to get an item in Fuchsia. It's fine. Listen, I'll just tell you, okay? The house next to the Warden's house in Fuchsia has a... Oh. The house next to the Warden's house has a Super Rod in it, which is like the old Rod, but you can catch real Pokemon with this. That's exciting. You're not... Why do trainers just pace around in this game? It's so frustrating. Alright, Birdkeeper Mitch has been destroyed. He gave me his money, thankfully. There's some, like, stuff going on over here. I'm ignoring all this. I probably... No, don't have to fight you. Listen, I feel like maybe I didn't explain myself well with the Koga situation, so let me, you know, here he is. Crispy Salsa talks about the Koga situation. I feel... Thank you. I feel like maybe some people in this channel are not aware. Maybe I haven't made it clear yet. No, I don't trust... What I get for running into you. Listen. Maybe people are not aware. Maybe I have not made this clear yet, that I am in fact a very vendetta-driven, vindictful person. I hold grudges, okay? I get mad, I get spiteful against people. Get Victoria to do some work. So, it wasn't about winning for me, okay? I'm like the main villain of Persona 4 Golden. I kind of want it to be unfair. I like having the lack of luck in my favor. I like having the odds against me, if you will. Because when I saw that muck and I saw the pixels in his eyes, there was something else in there, man. It wasn't just cold, dead eyes that a programmer drew on. It was like, there was life in there, and I got to watch it slowly drain away as he used all of his minimizes all of his toxics, his sludges, his acid armors. And I just saw his struggle grow near, and I sat there with a content face, and he felt sad about it. I know he did. So that's how I feel about it. Listen, you can get upset at my gameplay, and that's, like, honestly totally justified, but at the end of the day, it happened, and we won. We beat Fisherman Andrew. We got $800 for it. Someone in this route does give you the good rod, which is like the old rod, but it lets you catch real Pokemon. But, like, not as... It's this house. I should just get off the bike, man. The bike is, like, not even that fast in this game, and it's actually kind of hard to control. Yeah, give me the good rod. So the good rod you can actually... Oh, this is the super rod. Calculated. So the good rod is in fuchsia, I guess. So the super rod is just better. You can catch a lot of stuff. You can catch Gyarados, you can catch other things. Not interested, because I already had my water type filled out. And there's a big old Snorlax. Alright, time for an epic Snorlax duel, I think. I'm just showing this off for fun, I guess. Alright, Simon versus Snorlax. We will use the Pokeflute. Wake up this sleeping giant. So yes, this is east of Vermilion and south of Lavender. But there are two ways you can get into Fuchsia City. I prefer the left way because you have to fight less trainers and it's less obnoxious, but joke's on me, I fought all the other trainers anyways, so whatever. Get him, Simon. Alright. I don't know, strength, I guess. I should have used Headbutt because I'm faster. I am going to get rid of Headbutt at some point. Oh, that did half, huh? But yeah, Simon has a plus attack nature. Dude, Simon is actually kind of cooked. I'm going to get rid of Headbutt at some point. I think Strength is just objectively better. It does more damage, and the flinch chance doesn't really matter on Headbutt because Simon is never going to outspeed anything. Thanks for the huge yawn, buddy. Okay, let's go this way. Oh, there's an item there. I'll try and remember that when I get out of here. And also try and remember to go up here in case one of Professor Oak's aides is up here. Oh, he is. I did not actually expect that. What do you want? 30. We're getting close. Item finder. That is like the dowsing machine, right? So you find hidden items. That might actually be useful. I might do that off screen. Just go catch Pokemon in the Safari Zone, I guess. Got to get to 60 eventually, right? Nidorino. That's a cool trade, but also kind of worthless because there's one that's where you can trade a... But it doesn't matter. Okay, you don't need the explanation. But we don't have a Nidorino anymore. It's the Great Ball. We can buy Ultra Balls now, so it's not, like, super important. I did fight several trainers on this route, but I didn't pick up these items. X Defend. I didn't explain what X items do. They increase a stat temporarily in battle. So it's like if it's, you know, a Metal Claw can raise your attack, it's like that. But for, I mean, it's just, you know, like an X attack raises your attack is what I'm trying to say. Where am I going? I'm going to Saffron, right? This is the correct way. So yeah, I'm not going to use X items. I think they're really, really cheap, especially in a single player playthrough. But I won't be using them. Alright, we're in Saffron City, feeling good. After you get the Pokeflute, this guy moves, so you can go into Silphco. There's a bit of a Team Rocket event in there, but first things first, I want to go to the fake gym with no doors. This is like kind of a fighting gym. I definitely don't want Simon in the front. Charlie in the front, why don't we? I'm gonna save because this is something I keep forgetting to do. A lot of playtime because I spent a lot of time grinding off screen. So yeah, the fighting gym is not real. But you do get like a Pokemon at the end of it. You only have to fight like 3 of these trainers, I think. I do find it funny that like... So the actual gym in Saffron is the Psychic type gym, which is next door, which we can't do until we do Silphco, which is our next order of agenda after this. I just find it funny that like... I imagine this was like the real gym in Saffron, and then the gym leader in the Psychic type gym just kind of showed up and like took away their... stripped the badge off their chest and said, "You're not a real gym because I have a type advantage." That's how I imagine that situation went. I'm a pretty big fan of the gym leader of this city, I gotta say. You will see why when we meet them. It's the fighting type gym. Do I have anything interesting to talk about? No. I mean, I don't know. I think you guys get the gist of this gym. It's just fight trainers and then see you when we get to the end of the fighting type gym, I guess. Alright, I fought these 2 idiots on the left, so now we can fight this big idiot in the middle. I think I know exactly what 2 Pokemon he's going to have. It should be Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. I'll never guess what those Pokemon are based off of. I do have Charlie in the front. Charlie is like actually really bad right now, but I think he's close to being not so bad. So I don't think that he's in any danger of being killed by this Hitmonlee. I mean, Hitmonlee, a lot of fighting types can learn like ground and rock type moves, namely like Rock Slide, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. A burn would have been insane there, but I don't... I'm not gonna get too upset about it. Nicholas does really, really well against fighting types. He has really high defense, and he just naturally resists fighting. Oh, high jump kick. If I had a Gengar, you'd have been toasted. Okay, well, that's a crit. Expected. It wasn't expected. Nice poison point. A high jump kick is a hilarious move, because if it misses, it does like half your health. Like half of the user's health, I mean. So if I dig and then he uses high jump kick, he's basically dead, which is really funny. Please use high jump kick. Let's go! And Hitmonlee kept going and crashed. I know the text, I've seen it before. Oh. I thought it did half the health. It must have changed it in later generations, I suppose. Don't crit me, dude. That'd be really obnoxious. Okay, well, I got what I came for. You know what? That's my punishment for being wrong. He did get 2 1 and 8s in a row because of focus energy, so whatever. I mean, he's gonna die to poison. I guess I'll just send out Vance for the next thing, which should be Hitmonchan. I believe Hitmonlee is more aggressive than Hitmonchan, like in terms of higher attack. I'm not sure if that's true, though. I just kind of like Hitmonlee better. He has a funnier sprite. Thank God, oh my lord. Flamethrower is like Ember, but it doesn't suck. It's 95 base power, right? Yeah. So it's like a fire-type Thunderbolt, but it has the chance to burn instead of paralyze. It also has a really, really cool animation. I hope we get to see that sometime. I mean, we will. I'm going to be using that move a lot. God, Flamethrower is a good move. Alright. Hitmonchan. Yeah, Hitmonchan can learn Thunder Punch, Ice Punch, Fire Punch, and probably like Rock Punch or Iron Big Fist, I think is his signature move. Alright, that did a good amount. So there is no reason why we should have like Surf and Water Pulse. So basically the next time Vance tries to learn a move, we're just going to get rid of Water Pulse. The only reason is that Surf in a double battle will hit your ally, but there are like maybe 4 or 5 double battles in this game total. And I'm not even like, most of those are optional. In fact, I think all of them might be optional. Because double battles weren't introduced until Generation 3, which this is, but these are based off of Generation 1, so makes sense. Level 34, good job, Vance. Look at those stats. Hoa Arg beaten. Couldn't have said it better myself.